Greetings, family. We're going to do a little rising teaching today. This is a short one. We're going to go about 10 minutes. So, there is only one love, one power, and one intelligence that is present at all times, and that is the I am, or we are. This is actually what you are. But we have this delusion that we aren't the I am, that we aren't the beingness, that we aren't the freedom, that we aren't the truth, that we aren't perfect, right? But that's just false. It's just not true. So really all you got to do is to not react to your mind and just witness it. It's actually just that simple. And that awareness of your mind, which is always changing, is the awakening. So the moment you realize that you're the spirit, or the awareness, or the I am, which is prior to thinking, then you've already reached the goal. And then from there, you basically rest and watch it all unfold, because in a sense that's where life really begins, because we've been going through our life totally unconscious of what we really are, right? We've been functioning at the frequency of the body-mind, right? Which is basically we could just call it duality for simple terms. And then when we reach up to here, we get to a whole new vibration, which is non-duality. So I've made these wavelengths to just display the higher frequency as you rise up. And basically the mind and the body appear within you. We've had it twisted that it's the other way around, but actually all of this, all of the dream, the manifestation is appearing to you, which is the unmanifest, formless self, right? So basically all we want to do is we want to just simply go beyond. And once again, how do we go beyond? Is you just keep quiet. You just be as you are. And you realize that life is fun and it's not serious. And basically you are always the same. That's what you are, right? Love actually never changes, because love is the field. And we've only been dreaming that we've left, right? There's a quote from Nisargadatta Maharaj on having never left the home. You are basically you're looking for it. I don't remember exactly the quote. Basically, like you're seeking for what you already are, and that is actually the greatest obstacle to realizing you are already the I am. You are already enlightened, because we have to distinct between our real self and our false self, or the truth and the delusion. And whether you accept it or not, is that your mind is a delusion. And unfortunately, it's very enticing, it's very hypnotic, it's always giving suggestions. It's basically this drama that is constantly going on by our attention. So another name for our attention is our energy source, right? Whoops. That's supposed to be an E. Right? So this is what we are. It's the same thing, energy and source. It's a synonym for our true nature. So basically, if we just pull back and take all of our attention off our mind and actually just allow it to be what it is and not take it to be real, right? Mind, reality have no connection. The ego mind, right, or the ego mind identity is a low level of consciousness, right? But if we call on, you have to ask, right? You have to ask and ye shall receive. So the moment you actually, funnily enough, use your mind to call forth the I am, right? Which is also what we call prayer. But the highest form of prayer is actually silence or just beingness. Because, we could go about our day reciting mantra, and that's amazing. It just depends where you're doing it from. So if you're like, oh, like I gotta do this, you're still coming from lack. You're still coming from that actually root feeling that you're separate from God. Rather, if you just actually with the calm poise, right? Cool, calm, and collective, right? Let's say the 3 C's. Be cool, calm, and collected. I mean, you are living in alignment, because this idea that you can be out of alignment, and even, this idea of like astrology and look into the stars for the answer, that's limited. That's okay if you want to do that, but I don't want to be limited. So I choose to stay in the unlimited, right? Which is the light, which is the divine itself. We can call it the miracle of love. There's that book by Marianna Williamson that is The Miracle of Love. And I've actually studied the Course in Miracles when I was younger, and haven't really visited it for a little bit, but basically what the Course is teaching as well is, we could talk about forgiveness, right? But who is there to forgive? The highest form of forgiveness is non-reaction. And that is, you're living in the state of forgiving. You're constantly forgiving to life. And you basically are overlooking the illusion of the ego, right? Or of fear. Because you're simply seeing it for what it is, which is a delusion. So this might seem very simple. I mean, I'm not teaching anything far out. Like, you already know this. And that's the point, is that the universe is simple. And it's actually, I feel that it's the highest way to teach. Because it's basically just, right, we're simplicity. Simplicity. We get to a point where the obviousness of the identification with the ego becomes very apparent. And as I said in prior teachings, once you see it, you're already starting to burn it away. And there's different, we could say, souls that are at different levels of consciousness, but ultimately we're already home, and we're simultaneously right, we're in this eternal creation. So your home, or your heart, you're always home. You're always home, and this home will never change, because this is what you are. So here's you in your eternal home, right? Your auric field, your Taurus. Here's you. And now you explore creation from this place, from knowing that you are creative intelligence and you are one with God. All right, I hope this teaching serves you, and have a wonderful day.